Errol Spence Jr. is out with a detached retina, and hopefully he'll be back soon to fight Manny Pacquiao. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. So we recently got some news yesterday that Errol Spence Jr. is out with an official detached retina eye injury that is very simple to fix. I looked up the research of a detached retina, and he got to get he got to get eye surgery, and it was a couple things that also got to do. It's a very simple surgery. He's going to be out for a little minute, not too long. It's not a critical injury, but he's going to be out for a minute. But as you see here, Manny Pacquiao still wants to fight Errol Spence Jr. Now, for the people, Manny Pacquiao, this could be Manny Pacquiao's last chance to get that belt off, that super belt back. Because as we've seen, he was rejected by the WBA basically 3 times. And he has to beat Ugas in order to get the WBA belt. But we're going to continue through this video about that. I hope Errol Spence gets better. I'm starting to see the fans say, oh, Spence was scared and all this other stuff. Okay. But y'all want to make up every single excuse in the book when Manny Pacquiao had a shoulder injury against Floyd. I think Manny had a shoulder injury against Floyd. I truly believe that was real. You can't judge anybody by their body. If they hurt, okay? So I can kind of let that slide with Manny Pacquiao, that he did have a certain shoulder injury. And now we have to take the point of the fact that Errol Spence isn't lying, folks. He really does have a detached retina. And I'm starting to hear the fans say, oh, he was scared of Manny Pacquiao. He didn't want this fight. He just wanted to take some time to train more because everybody said he was getting exposed to sparring. Okay. Sparring is sparring. Everybody gets exposed to sparring. Sparring is for to teach you how to get better in the ring. Once you step in the ring, you can make the adjustments that you already made in sparring. That's why we have sparring for a reason, This injury is very minor in my opinion. I don't think it's that bad. I just think he just needs time to rest, get through the eye surgery and be back on your feet, train harder, and get back to the Manny Pacquiao fight. And let's continue on. People, don't be surprised if Manny Pacquiao lose against Ugas. Don't be surprised, because y'all can make up every single excuse in the book. Oh, Manny Pacquiao was too old. Oh, he beat an old man. Okay, so if Manny Pacquiao loses, what's going to need to be the excuse? Well, here's my take on that. I think Ugas is going to get all the credit in the world if he beats Manny Pacquiao. I think Ugas is going to have the passing of the torch. Well, most of the passing of the torch if he beats Manny Pacquiao. I don't see him beating Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is going to overwhelm Ugas and probably could knock Ugas out. But people, this ain't a 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao. This is a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao. He has been out since July 21st, I believe, 2019. We don't know how Manny Pacquiao is going to look. Yeah, he doing all that stuff in sparring, looking good on the mitts. But can he do that in the ring at the age of 42 years old? But the point of the matter is, people, let's hope that we get this Errol Spence Jr. Manny Pacquiao fight, which Manny Pacquiao said he will fight Errol Spence Jr. But we got to look at the scenario. If Errol Spence Jr. loses, Manny Pacquiao will go down as one of the greatest in history, not overriding Floyd Mayweather. Even if he beats Errol Spence Jr., he will not be better than Floyd Mayweather. I don't care what any of y'all Manny Pacquiao fans say. He's not better than Floyd, even if he beats Errol Spence Jr. But he'll be in my top 5 in the Hall of Fame. If Sean Porter beats Terrence Crawford, we can forget it, people. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford is out the window. It could be Ugas Ugas versus Manny Pacquiao for undisputed. Well, not really, whoever wins out of that fight. It could be Sean Porter versus Manny Pacquiao for undisputed. We got to look at the scenarios here. But my scenario is, once Errol Spence Jr. get rid of this injury he had and get back to 100%, I think Errol is going to win the fight. I still believe Errol is going to beat Manny Pacquiao. This is Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, this is Manny Pacquiao's last chance to get that belt. The WBA knew what they was doing. Obviously, they sanction your body in it because you're not going to put your belt on the line. That's crazy. Obviously, they want their belt, 3 belts on the line because it's going to be a big payout and a good return on their investment. Y'all know how the sanction bodies work. But I'm real sad for Errol Spence Jr. that he's got this injury. Hope he gets better soon. And let's hope Manny Pacquiao can get that belt off Ugas and do what Manny Pacquiao do. Let's see if he's going to show up in this fight. Another thing is, guys, we're missing out on a lot of big fights this year. We're going to basically miss out on the Canelo Alvarez fight. We're not going to get Undisputed 2 between Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano. And let's hope that we can get this Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight. If that fight doesn't come to fruition, we're going to miss out on a lot of big fights this year. Well, Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence probably won't fight to either the end of this year, which I highly doubt it, or next year, which that's reasonable. But guys, we're missing out on a lot of big fights. This sucks that Errol Spence Jr. had to come with an injury. But boxing is boxing. Anything can happen. And I believe that's it, guys. I believe that's all I got for y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this injury. Do y'all think Errol Spence was faking it? Because I truly don't believe he was faking it, because the man said he had went to 3 different doctors. And I can vouch for you Manny Pacquiao fans that Manny Pacquiao had a shoulder injury against Floyd Mayweather, but he still lost. So there's no excuse right there. I've seen a lot of fighters fight hurt and they still in the fight. Manny Pacquiao just wasn't that fighter that could beat Floyd because they was on 2 different levels. So that's that. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.